Hello there. Well, in the run-up to Christmas, we're going to see a change in our weather across the United Kingdom. And this is taking place as I speak, with outbreaks of rain coming in from the west through the course of Wednesday. As this bumps into the cold air following a very cold night for parts of the UK last night, there is a risk of some freezing rain and therefore some ice, particularly parts of Scotland. And for Wednesday, again, it's another cold day for much of the country. Now, you can see the rain coming in across parts of Wales, Northern Ireland, northwest England, pushing up into southern and central Scotland. And as this bumps into the cold air that's in place here, well, we've got a risk of some freezing rain for the time, or some rain falling onto frozen surfaces. Either way, that does bring the risk of some ice, so bear that in mind if you're travelling on Wednesday afternoon. So north of Scotland, it's drier and brighter, a few wintry showers perhaps for the far north of Scotland, and elsewhere across England and Wales, we'll have some dribs and drabs of rain. There will be some dry, brighter interludes at times, but on the whole, quite a lot of cloud. Now, it will eventually turn a little bit milder towards the southwest, with potentially 8 or 9 degrees into the southwest corner of England. But for most of us, it will be another cold day, particularly so across eastern England, northern and eastern Scotland. The temperatures are only a few degrees above freezing. Now, we'll continue to track our rain further north across Scotland through Wednesday evening into Thursday night. Continued risk of some ice and some snow for the mountains of central and northern Scotland. So again, something to bear in mind if you're travelling here. Again, the far north of Scotland staying in that colder, drier air. Further south, though, after some brief spells of rain, a lot of dry weather to end the night, a few clear spells, but on the whole, quite a bit of cloud. Now, the one thing we will notice this coming night is it won't be nearly as cold as it was last night. Perhaps an early dip in temperatures in the east, but on the whole, we're looking at mild southwesterly winds bringing in milder air, so temperatures by the end of the night, potentially 10 to 12 degrees in the far southwest, more typically 4 to 8. So Thursday, a very different day to what we've seen of late. Generally a more unsettled picture across the country, with bands of rain coming in from the west from time to time, some dry and brighter leads in between. I think the rain for a good part of England and Wales not amounting to too much. The lion's share of the rain for northern England, perhaps Northern Ireland, and certainly for parts of Scotland, where it will be quite a wet day for a good part of Scotland, some quite heavy persistent rain, and again the threat of some hill snow for the mountains of central and northern Scotland. Brighter still for the far north of Scotland, and some brighter skies coming in late in the day across Wales and the southwest, where it will be very mild, 12 or 13 degrees, much milder than recently. Elsewhere, temperatures up a notch, but not as mild as it will be further southwest. So battle lines are well and truly drawn in the weather world as we move towards Christmas, with fronts continuing to push their way in from the southwest, bringing in milder air here, but coming up against this block of very cold air that's affected much of northern and eastern Europe. Whether to form, well, this is where we've got the greatest chance of seeing some snow on Christmas Day, although it has to be said, there are still some uncertainties in the forecast, but on the whole it looks like a bit of a three-way split come Saturday the 25th. So how's it in the guess then for Christmas Day itself? It looks like a three-way split. Across the north of the UK, certainly in the cold air, with the best of any dry or bright weather for the northern half of Scotland. In the south, more likely to be in the milder air, although it will be quite unsettled here, certainly likely to see some heavy showers, for example, in the southwest. And in between, well, this is where we've got our weather fronts stuck. So quite a lot of rain for the likes of northern England on this northern edge as it engages with that colder air. Then this is where we've got the snow risks too, potentially into southern Scotland as well. And either way, I think whether it's rain or snow here, with a cold easterly wind, it's going to feel pretty raw on Christmas Day. So a three-way split, quite a lot of uncertainty in the forecast. So the best message I can say at this stage is to keep up to date with the forecast. And the best way you can do that, of course, is by following the Met Office across social media or on our website, metoffice.gov.uk.